Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Gates channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Now, let's jump straight into today's exciting update. The final episode of the week is about to take viewers deep into another storm of secrets, suspicion, and explosive confrontations in Fairmont, Crest, because the Beyond the Gates spoilers for Friday, July 31st promise that several carefully guarded secrets may finally begin to crack under pressure. As the week draws to a close, Hayley Hamilton finds herself moving dangerously close to the center of attention, while Randy Parker is set to be outed in a way that could send shockwaves through the people around him. At the same time, Deanna McBride appears to be heading toward an emotional breaking point, and one wrong revelation could be enough to push her completely over the edge. With so many hidden motives colliding at once, Friday's episode is shaping up to be anything but quiet, and the tension hanging over Fairmont Crest is only getting heavier. What begins as suspicion could quickly become proof, and once these characters start connecting the dots, there may be no way for anyone to hide the truth anymore. One of the biggest developments coming on Friday involves the Dupree cousins, who are finally beginning to have an important epiphany when it comes to Hayley. During Thursday, July 30th, all three of them were already discussing her, and now it seems their suspicions may finally be moving in the right direction. The pieces are beginning to fall into place, but the biggest question is whether they can actually find the evidence needed to prove what they suspect. Could they uncover enough information to expose Hayley as the so-called Black Widow they believe she might be? And perhaps even more importantly, could Lynette Wise's disappearance suddenly become part of the same conversation? Lynette has been missing in action, and if the Dupree cousins begin wondering whether Hayley somehow has a connection to her MIA status, the investigation could take a much darker turn. The possibility of Hayley's secrets being exposed is becoming more and more real, and that should have her extremely worried because the people around her are getting closer to the truth with every passing moment. Until now, she has managed to operate under layers of suspicion and uncertainty, but Friday could mark the beginning of a much more dangerous phase for her. Once the Dupree cousins begin putting everything together, even the smallest unexplained detail could suddenly take on a new meaning. If Hayley is truly connected to the strange circumstances surrounding Lynette, then the questions surrounding her could become much harder to dismiss. The closer the others get, the fewer places she may have left to hide. For someone who has managed to keep her shady behavior concealed for so long, the growing attention could soon become a serious threat. While Hayley may be under increasing scrutiny, Randy Parker is also about to find himself exposed, although the nature of this revelation may not be exactly what Beyond the Gates viewers are expecting. Randy was Doug McBride's childhood friend, and after recently reaching out to Deanna McBride, his presence has already begun creating questions of its own. Deanna has never hidden her hatred for Joey Armstrong, so the real danger may come if she discovers that Randy is actually working for the casino owner. The realization could completely change the way Deanna views Randy and could put her already fragile emotions under even more strain. What appeared to be a simple connection from the past could suddenly turn into evidence of a much deeper alliance. And if Deanna discovers that Randy has been secretly working for the very man she despises, her reaction may be explosive. That possibility becomes even more dangerous because the teasers suggest Joey is going to deliberately push Deanna in a way that causes her carefully maintained mask to begin slipping. Deanna has been carrying anger, resentment, and a determination to fight back, but she has not necessarily revealed everything she is thinking or planning. Joey may know exactly which buttons to push, and once he manages to provoke her, the emotions she has been struggling to contain could burst straight to the surface. If Deanna realizes Randy has been working for Joey, a full-blown meltdown could be unavoidable, especially considering how strongly she feels about bringing Joey down. But there is an even bigger question lurking beneath her anger. Could Deanna accidentally reveal the plan she has been keeping hidden? The moment her emotions overwhelm her control, something far more dangerous than anger could come spilling out, and Joey may learn that Deanna has been preparing for a confrontation all along. Meanwhile, Vanessa McBride is about to become involved in another mystery when she starts asking questions about Heather Armstrong. At first, Vanessa may simply be curious about Heather's situation, but the more she investigates, the more likely she is to realize that Heather's business may not be as legitimate as it appears. Vanessa is not necessarily someone who will rush to judge another person, which could make her approach even more dangerous for Heather, because Vanessa's questions may come from genuine curiosity rather than suspicion. Still, even innocent questions can lead someone down a very dark path when there are serious secrets waiting underneath the surface. Before long, Vanessa could find herself following a trail that leads directly to the plasma ring, and that is where the situation could become truly terrifying. As longtime Beyond the Gates viewers already know, Heather carries the infamous identity of the Impaler, and discovering that secret would put Vanessa in an incredibly dangerous position. The moment Vanessa begins getting too close to the truth, she could find herself stepping into a world she never expected to encounter. What begins as a few questions about Heather's business could suddenly reveal something much darker and far more sinister, transforming Vanessa's curiosity into a potential fight for her own safety. Heather's hidden life is not the kind of secret that can simply be uncovered without consequences, especially when someone as dangerous as the Impaler is involved. If Vanessa connects the clues and discovers who Heather really is, she may become a target before she even realizes how much danger she has walked into. The tension surrounding this storyline could turn from quiet suspicion to genuine fear in a heartbeat. And just when the other storylines seem ready to explode, Danny Dupree is preparing for another confrontation of her own, and this time she wants answers directly from Bill Hamilton. Danny is furious, and she is not interested in allowing the situation to simply disappear without an explanation. Bill is once again the person standing directly in the line of fire, and these two are clearly headed toward yet another intense clash. The anger between them appears to be connected to what happened during the July 30th episode when Hayley kicked Chelsea Hamilton and Naomi Hawthorne out. Danny was absolutely livid that Bill allowed his young wife to make that decision, and her frustration has not gone away. Instead, it looks like those emotions are about to erupt all over again. For Danny, this is not simply about one argument or one uncomfortable decision. It is about Bill allowing Hayley to cross a line that Danny believes should never have been crossed. The fact that Chelsea and Naomi were thrown out has clearly left Danny furious, and now she wants Bill to explain exactly why he allowed it to happen. Whatever Bill says may not be enough to calm her down, especially with emotions already running so high. Their next confrontation could become another major showdown in an episode that is already packed with secrets and danger. Danny is demanding answers. Bill is going to have to face the consequences of his choices, and Hayley's actions are once again creating conflict among those closest to her. By the time Friday's episode reaches its final moments, it seems almost certain that the pressure will be coming from every direction. The Dupree cousins could be closer than ever to uncovering the truth about Hayley. Randy's connection to Joey could trigger a devastating reaction from Deanna, and Vanessa may unknowingly place herself directly in the path of Heather's terrifying secret. At the same time, Danny and Bill are headed toward yet another confrontation over Hayley's decision to remove Chelsea and Naomi, ensuring that the family drama remains just as explosive as the darker mysteries unfolding elsewhere. Every storyline carries its own danger, but together they create one massive storm of suspicion, betrayal, anger, and uncertainty. With masks beginning to slip and secrets threatening to break free, Fairmont Crest may be heading toward a Friday episode where almost nothing stays hidden. Beyond the Gates spoilers are promising an explosive ending to the week filled with chaos, intrigue, escalating danger, emotional meltdowns, and even a little bit of campy fun. And by the time the dust settles, several characters may find themselves facing consequences they never saw coming. The danger surrounding Fairmont Crest is only becoming more intense as these separate mysteries begin to overlap, and every character seems to be standing on the edge of a revelation that could change everything. Hayley may soon have to confront the growing suspicion surrounding her, especially as the Dupree cousins continue searching for answers and begin considering whether Lynette Wise's disappearance could be connected to her. At the same time, Randy's connection to Joey could become the spark that finally destroys Deanna's fragile composure, leaving viewers wondering just how much of her secret plan she might reveal in the heat of the moment. Vanessa's questions about Heather carry an entirely different kind of danger because curiosity could place her far closer to the plasma ring than she ever intended to get. And hanging over it all is the simmering conflict between Danny and Bill, as Danny refuses to let him escape without explaining why he allowed Hayley to throw Chelsea and Naomi out. What makes Friday's episode especially compelling is the sense that none of these confrontations exist in isolation, because every secret seems capable of creating another explosion somewhere else. Hayley's suspicious behavior could draw the attention of the Dupree cousins. Randy's hidden connection could ignite Deanna's rage, and Vanessa's investigation could put her in direct danger without her even realizing it. Meanwhile, Danny's anger toward Bill keeps the family conflict burning, ensuring that even the characters who are not directly involved in the darker mysteries are still being pulled into the chaos. The atmosphere in Fairmont Crest is becoming increasingly unstable, with suspicion replacing trust and hidden motives threatening to come into the open. Everyone appears to be carrying something they do not want others to know, and Friday could bring several of those carefully protected secrets dangerously close to daylight. As the final episode of the week approaches, the biggest question is no longer whether trouble is coming, but which secret will explode first. Will the Dupree cousins finally find enough evidence to push their suspicions about Hayley beyond mere speculation? And will Lynette's disappearance become a critical part of that puzzle? Will Deanna lose control after discovering Randy's connection to Joey, perhaps revealing more about her plans against the casino owner than she ever intended? Could Vanessa's questions about Heather pull her into the terrifying world of the Impaler, placing her in a situation far more dangerous than she realizes? And when Danny finally confronts Bill again, will he be able to explain his actions after allowing Hayley to remove Chelsea Hamilton and Naomi Hawthorne? With so many unresolved tensions colliding at once, Friday's Beyond the Gates promises to leave viewers watching closely for every expression, every suspicious question, and every moment when one character realizes another may not be telling the whole truth. Fairmont Crest is heading into a storm where appearances can no longer be trusted, emotions are becoming harder to control, and the consequences of hidden choices are beginning to close in. Hayley's secrets, Randy's alliance with Joey, Deanna's explosive emotions, Heather's dangerous identity, Vanessa's growing curiosity, and Danny's determination to confront Bill all place the characters on increasingly unstable ground. The closer everyone gets to the truth, the more dangerous the fallout could become, especially when anger and fear begin overpowering reason. And that is what makes this Friday episode so promising. Beneath the family drama, the confrontations, and the campy twists lies the feeling that someone is about to cross a line that cannot easily be uncrossed. As the week comes to an end, the questions are multiplying, the pressure is rising, and Fairmont Crest is once again proving that behind every polished smile, there may be a secret waiting to destroy everything.